Hi, everyone, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. For those of you who are new, my name is Chanel, and for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you again. This reading is intended for the sign of Aquarius, and we're looking at your love life from now until the end of September. So, Aquarius, I have shuffled your deck and pulled your cards, and you're starting your reading off as the King of Cups in the reverse, person coming through as Five of Wands, and what's being created for the current energy is the Death card. So let's break this down. It looks like you're quite frustrated with your person. It seems like you're in a relationship with this person at this time. Tell me about that. Okay. So there's something about your person's energy where you don't want to have to worry about what they're doing. It's almost like this person is trying to trigger you or make you feel jealous. There's an energy of them not giving you the position in their life that you deserve. And it's because they're trying to show up one way in front of a group, and then they show up very different in private for you. And it's frustrating the hell out of you is what I'm seeing here. It would be very confusing to have someone who is very on your team when you're together and you're alone, but then when you get out in public or when they're on social media or whatever this is that involves other people, it's not there, right? It's like they're acting like they're solo, or they can come and go as they please, and I'm seeing that to you is starting to make you regret continuing on with this. So this might be something that you've been doing for a while, because it looks like there has been either separations or arguments around this, and then you come to some kind of agreement, and it feels like this is again a thing. I'm seeing this person trying to explain themselves, or trying to be like, well, you're my one and only, or you're my number one, but I don't know why I have to do all that in public. I don't know why that's so important to you. And for you, it's triggering because you're looking at it like, okay, if I'm publicly claiming you, or I'm making everybody aware of the fact that we're a thing, why does it feel like you treat me like I'm some groupie when we're together? Or, you will make all these choices, but you're not consulting me when we're a team. I don't want to have to worry about what you're doing, and the way that you move when people are around makes me worry. It makes me wonder why you behave this way, right? As far as your person, okay, this person, they seem like they have a hard time with publicly claiming a person. It could be that whoever they've been with in the past is still a part of a friend group, or they're still actively watching your person. And so it's almost like they're not wanting to make this a thing where they're showing how invested in you they are. For some of you, it could be because they have kids with someone, and they feel like that would affect their custody or the dynamic of the co-parenting situation. For others of you, it could be that this person feels like the last time they really openly claimed someone, that person left them hanging or made a fool out of them. And so they're moving in a way that it's like they don't ever want to put themselves in that situation again. They're very good at doing things in private, but not so good at doing things in public, because they always want to appear as though they're running the show, or they're single, or they have options, or they can move any way that they want to, right? They don't want to give up their power or integrate somebody into their life in a way that other people are aware of it. Because then if it doesn't work out, it's like their ego is going to take such a knock that they don't know how they could deal with that, or how they could handle that. Now, for you, that is something that's becoming a deal breaker, because with the Seven of Wands Death card, it looks like if you're bringing this up, you're being painted as somebody who's an attention whore, or you just want everybody to know who you are, or why is this an issue? This person they're trying to like rest on what they do in private and be like, you should know how I feel. I shouldn't have to rock the boat and proclaim my love to you in public or around my family or whatever the deal is. Like they don't feel like they support you in a way that you're showing up as like a united front. And so for you, when you're trying to speak on this and it's just making this person upset, it's painting you in a light that you don't want to be in because it's making you seem like you're insecure when that's not what it's about to you. To you, it's just like, okay, but if we're a thing, we should be a thing. Or if you're going to act single, then let me know so I can be single, right? What I'm seeing in the future is you may actually decide to be single simply because in public spaces, that's how it feels anyway. And when you're communicating your needs to this person and they're not doing anything about it but making you feel badly, it's actually driving like a really big wedge between the two of you. And you're starting to think about what life would be like with a partner who works harder to integrate you into every aspect of their life instead of just like privately, right? As far as your person goes in the future, they don't feel like they want to not be with you. They still want this to be a thing. And it's weird to me because they're not really understanding the problem here. Like they're looking at it like, okay, I've done everything I'm supposed to do. Like we have a life together. I don't get what the issue is. They're being stubborn about how they feel. They could be trying to talk to their family, and it's possible that someone is trying to explain to this person like why this isn't working for them, why their mode of operation isn't working is what this looks like to me, because they honestly don't see a problem with what they're doing. So they're not understanding why it feels like you're breaking away or you're doing something different. Instead, they're just more like complaining to the people in their life. Like, I treated this person like a king or a queen. They were my world. I did everything for them. I don't understand why they seem like they want to go off and do what they want to do. But from your perspective, it's like, okay, but you've been doing what you wanted to do the whole time we were together. So now that I'm matching energy, you're in your feelings, right? I feel like you're going to end up having a discussion about this because in the future, I see you moving the way that you want to move. And this person having to deal with the aftermath of that, feeling stubborn about it, not understanding what the problem is. So let's see how this conversation happens. Okay, so somebody is going to celebrate someone else. Now, what's interesting to me is whoever is being celebrated, I feel like it could be you, but I also feel like you may not be getting celebrated by the person that's acting the way they're acting. You may come across someone in the future as you're moving the way you want to move that's like, oh, hey, I don't have a problem with giving you everything you want. That comes natural. I'm excited to show you off. I'm excited to claim you. You're who I've been looking for my whole life. Okay, well, that sucks for whoever this is, right? But they should have got on the bus. Like, if they're not willing to celebrate you, when you make the decision to start moving autonomously of them, that's when other people start finding you and being like, wow, you're so attractive. You're so funny. You're so sweet. You're so kind. Like, can I post a picture of us? Can I, right? Like suddenly someone comes in and they're just like, you're everything I've been looking for my whole life. Somebody will be a fool to not want to be associated with you publicly. So let's find out about this person, what's going to happen to them. Depression, projecting, playing the victim a lot, right? And then that's going to solidify to them like, well, and that's why I would hide my relationship because everybody I love just leaves or disappoints me. Okay, but like you kind of did that to yourself, right? By not going all in. And I think that's the problem is that it feels like this person isn't all in, right? So when you meet someone else who's like so quick to do all the things that you were fighting with this person about, it's going to be really hard to want to stay where you are when it's like, wow, this perfect stranger is like seeing me and celebrating me in ways that you don't. And I've been showing up for you for how long, right? So I feel like in the future, you're definitely going to have a decision to make about what you want to do in regards to this old person. It feels like there's a new person who will come in and see you as like, you know, you got one person showing up as the Five of Wands, and then you got the new person showing up as the Five of Wands in the reverse. They're going to look at you like nobody compares. I found what I wanted. I don't need to keep things private or act like I'm not invested because I'm all in. This is what I've been waiting for, right? So kind of a difficult decision for you, you know. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse coming out as far as your advice. So the Tower, the High Priestess, the Three of Wands in the reverse, you're actually being advised to get to the bottom of not necessarily why this person isn't willing to like publicly celebrate you, but to get to the bottom of if that's something that you could deal with forever. Okay. Because I feel like whatever this is where people are like, wow, you're amazing. Or, hey, I didn't know he had such a great looking girlfriend, or she had such an amazing, smart fiance, right? That's shifting your perspective, right? This may not even be a romantic thing where somebody's like, this is what I've been waiting for my whole life. You're the one. It could just be like, oh my God, we never knew about you. Like, how amazing are you? There's something that's going to shift your dynamic to the point that you don't want to beg this person. You don't want to argue or go back and forth because you're seeing that you can get it so easily other places. Your advice is to figure out how long you could put up with this. If this is a deal breaker for you, do something about it sooner than later because it's not going to change. Okay. I'm not saying that people never change, but I'm saying for the time being, this is not something this person is willing to give to you or do for you. So you are in a situation where it's like you can't make them do anything. How much more do you want to invest if you know that this person isn't going to get on the level you're on and meet you where you're trying to meet, right? Because there are other options for you if you want them, but you know, maybe stay the course of putting yourself first and spending time with people who celebrate you, you know, and then give that some time and see how you feel before you hear out what this person has to say, or you allow them to tell you like, yeah, this is what I always knew. Everybody I love leaves, and there you are leaving. Like, it's silly. This person has created this situation, and then because you're doing something about it, they're pissed off that other people are seeing your value, you know, and so they're moving into victim mode. And so you're just being advised to be kind of careful of this, right? Like, rather than consider how this person feels, maybe consider what you want and how long you're willing to go without what you want. Because I don't really see it coming from this person at this time. Okay. Let's get an oracle message for you. What do we have for Aquarius? My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. So this person, that's exactly it. Is like they feel like nothing is missing from this relationship. Like, what difference does it make if I'm not screaming your name to the public? Like, you're who has my heart. So I don't see the problem here, right? Well, that is a huge problem. If you're being emotionally available and vulnerable and this person is like living their life like you guys are not going to be together already, you know what I mean? Like, that's not you being all in. That's you having a contingency plan or a way to deal with the blowback of our breakup that you think is impending. Like, not cool, right? What do we got? Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. So, you know, this person, like, what they're doing is making you feel rejected. I think that maybe you should try to give that feeling of rejection to spirit and let them figure it out, because I do see people coming into your life that will see your worth and value, okay? Then you got look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And I feel like that's something that this person does genuinely feel for you. They don't understand the problem, right? Bottom of your deck, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So, maybe talk to this person and see, like, do they feel like you're trying to leave? Do they feel like maybe you're not all in? There's something that's keeping this person from being able to drop their guard and really jump into this. So, it's possible that they are picking up on something that you're omitting. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong, but, maybe have a conversation and see before you go off on something new, because, like, it is very flattering to be put on a pedestal or to have somebody acknowledge your value. But is there something that perhaps you're doing that's attracting a partner that is rejecting you or not celebrating you? Are you celebrating yourself? Are you treating yourself in a way that you know that you're amazing and you're kind of proclaiming that to the world? All right, Aquarius, this has been your reading. I hope it was informational or beneficial to you. I will speak to all of you again soon, but in the meantime, you take very good care of yourself. Bye.